Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be trying out Bella Beaute Bar for the first time. I know that they are a well-loved indie brand, but this is my first dig into their products, and y'all, they just came out with the Basic Witch palette. It is so beautiful. This color story is absolutely stunning. The swatches, the shifts all look so good. So I was actually planning to purchase this palette myself to try them for the first time, and they ended up reaching out to me a day before it launched, and I was like, absolutely, I really want to try out this palette because it is stunning. Like this shade right here, Resting Witch Face, beautiful. Somebody just wants to make all the noise, huh? Back to your room. Back to your room. And then in the package, they also included their new recently Deinfluenced palette, which is going to be launching on September 20th. So this is not available quite yet. The Basic Witch is available for pre-order, but this one is like a little bit more of a like scrungy, sultry fall palette, and it's also super cute. So I thought that we could go ahead today. We can do swatches of everything, and then we're going to do an eye look. I think the eye look might consist more of Basic Witch because this one is just speaking to me, but then also part of me is like, maybe I should just kind of do a mixture of both to give you guys my thoughts. So before we jump into everything, I did just want to say, if you're new here, hi, my name is Amy, and I love to talk about independently owned makeup brands here on my channel. I love supporting small business and shining a spotlight on smaller brands. I just feel like they kill it. They come through with the quality, the innovation, the color stories, the passion and the heart that's put into the product. So if you're interested to see more content like this, make sure you don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's start swatching. So starting off with the Basic Witch palette, the very first shade is called Perfectly Wicked, which looks like a really pretty kind of pink, golden, peachy duochrome. Next we have Glinda, which is a really soft, creamy pink matte. We've got Witch Please, which is a pink, purple duochrome, and it's like a hot pink base with an electric, like blue-purple shift. It's super intense. Okay. I mean, I would say we are definitely off to a good start. Look at how shifty that is. Next, we have the shade Conjure, which is a hot, like pinky purple orchidy shade. We've got Grimoire, which is a like mustardy yellow with a little bit of an orange to it, super pretty. We've got Hex, which is a soft lilac. All of those are mattes, and the mattes all feel pretty soft to the touch. Next we have the shade Black Magic, which is a mid-tone purple matte. We've got Hecate. Not quite sure what that means. That's like the only shade I don't know what the name is coming from so far. But it's a bright purple with some depth to it. You can see that it did have a little bit of fallout. And then next we have Resting Witch Face, probably one of the shades I'm the most excited for. It's like this blue, gold, purple, green multi-chrome, just super pretty. Okay. Those two purples felt a little tiny bit drier. Ooh, but look at Resting Witch Face. Oh, it's stunning. Next, we have the shade Incantation, which is another metallic. And this one is like a golden green shifting shade with an orange shift as well. Just super pretty, super silky. We've got Black Cat, which is a matte black shadow. Love the name. And then we've got Cauldron, which is a like purple, blue, green metallic. Again, super silky to the touch. Oh, that's so pretty. Next, we have Creep It Real, which is a grungy green matte. That one feels super opaque. We've got Hocus Pocus, which again is such a silky, like metallic multi-chrome. There's blue and green and gold, and it's just so stunning, which I'm not surprised because that was what was really selling me about this palette, is from their swatch pictures they were posting. They looked incredibly shifty. And then we have the shade Coven, which is a gray matte. It's gorgeous. All right. That's like pulling kind of like purpley gray. So there is the entire Basic Witch palette swatched out. I think it is stunning. I'm curious to see how the mattes will apply on the lids because some of them swatched like a little bit more sheer, but then you can't always tell how a matte is going to perform based on swatches. But the shimmers all look so shifty, so metallic, just gorgeous. I'm excited about it. Okay, now let's swatch the recently Deinfluenced palette. The name feels kind of ironic for me to be swatching and sharing, but I'm here for it. The first shade here is called Digital Zombie, which is a white with a purple shift to it. This shade feels extremely creamy, like it almost feels wet to the touch. You've got Bold Glamour, which is a purple blue duochrome, kind of like a mauvey purple shade. And then we've got Viral, which, ooh, that's so pretty. It's like an iridescent multi-chrome. There's like yellow and green to it, but it's got a really strong red shift. Kind of reminds me of Red Giant from Terra Moons. Ooh, that it literally feels like a cream shadow. It's so strange, but so pretty. I'm curious to see how that'll pick up with a brush. Oh my gosh, like look at that. So wet to the touch. Next we have the shade Feud, which is an orange, just like pumpkin-y matte shade. We've got Paid Partnership, which is more of a burnt orange matte. Those both look super nice. We've got Backlash, which, okay, this is, I don't know if you can see, a very, very chunky shimmer. Nowhere near as like silky as the way that the Basic Witch ones were. This is definitely like very chunky, but also super pretty. Ooh, that was opaque. I was not expecting that. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It swatched really silky, but it does pick up a little bit messy. Next we have the shade Collab, which is a smooth metallic multi-chrome. You've got like some deep purple, some green, some blue, just super, super pretty. We've got Drained, which is Barney purple matte. We've got Fake Famous, which is a metallic, but it's like, this one is a little bit on the, not drier side because it's not dry, but it feels dry in compared to the other metallics that are extremely silky. Feels just more like a typical shadow. I cannot get over how pretty that shade is. Ooh. Okay. Seems like the mattes in this palette are a little bit more opaque than the Basic Witch palette. Next we have the shade Authenticity, which is like a plummy purple. We've got Monetize, which is a green, of course, which is a very deep green. And then we've got Screenshot. I love these names. Okay, this is like a turquoise with a purple and blue shift running through it. Ooh, that's pretty. Do you guys see that? It's like a deep green with a purple shift. Next we have Energy Vampire, which looks similar to Authenticity, but it's a little bit more brown, but it still has like that plummy undertone to it. We've got Depleted, which is another multi-chrome. It's like this orange, green, red, golden, just grungy fall shade. And then we've got Lash Lighting. Instead of like gaslighting, lash lighting. That is the perfect description for lash lighting, okay. Anyways, this is a red shade. That's so funny to me, I'm sorry. Just a red, like cherry matte shade. Ooh, that's so sparkly. All right. So there is the entirety of the recently de-influenced palette. It's super, super pretty. I mean, just very intense, very sultry. The mattes are all beautiful. The shimmers are intense. There's definitely some different formulas going on in here. I would say the Basic Witch all of the shimmers feel pretty much the same, just like silky, and some of these are silky, some of them are more just like a typical shadow, some of them are more chunky, and some of them are like extremely like, they feel like a cream shadow. So you're kind of getting a lot of different things here. So like I said, I think I'm gonna focus on the basic witch palette because this is just calling to me so much. I'm gonna start off with this purple right here called Hex. Just starting that off with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to throw that through my entire crease. Kind of just starting off with a little bit and adding as I go. Just gonna use this as my transition shade. It has a really pretty tone to it. Am I the only one who feels like there's just one eye that eyeshadow always applies better to? Like this eye is just like, yes, slay. And then this one's like, meh. It's there. It's doing something. Next, I'm gonna go into a little bit of this gray Coven just because I felt like it has a soft purple undertone to it, and I thought it might be cute. Like, look, it's pulling very purple, and I love it. So I'm gonna use that to add some depth to my outer V, just kind of throwing it on and blending out, but it is very pigmented, so I kind of just brought that up higher than I meant to. We'll make it work. I feel like for the heck of it, I should add a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna go into a like little tiny pencil brush. This is the R107 from What's Up Beauty, and I'm gonna take a bit of Black Cat, and I'm just going to add a little bit of a smoky black line. But I am going to kind of bring it up into my outer V a little bit, like so. Definitely don't have to worry about it being perfect because most of it's gonna end up being covered up by the lid shade. It's kind of just adding a little smoky base. And then I'm just gonna go back over that with my previous brush and no additional product, just kind of softening everything. Taking a touch of that black shade and just kind of connecting to the lower lash line. Just the like outer fourth, like just the tiniest amount to connect. I think I'm gonna go into the shade Black Magic just for like a little more pop of purple. Just bring that along the rest of the lower lash line. Kind of smoking it out. For my inner corner, I actually am gonna pull into the recently Deinfluenced palette, and I'm gonna use a little bit of the purple shifting light shade right here, Digital Zombie, and I am using a brush that's a little bit denser to pick it up because it is, like I said, very wet, but I'm just gonna throw that right there. Super intense. I mean, look at that. Might even bring that up a little bit into the crease because I can't help myself. I'm also going to take just a touch of the shade Collab real quick. And I'm just gonna pop that into like the outer half of my lid, kind of on a diagonal, but I'm leaving space for Resting Witch Face. Like, come on, you know that's the shade I have to go in with next. To have a little bit of a darker shimmer that matched the vibes. Now going into Resting Witch Face because it is so stunning. I'm gonna use that on the center and just kind of blend it into the lighter purple, blend it into the darker purple. It is reflecting a lot of peach, but I feel like it looks really pretty. And it's so, so silky to the touch. I am feeling like a basic witch now. I'm gonna go into the Nabla Cupid's Arrow Liner in the shade Arrow number 3, just to add like purple pop in my waterline. And then just going in with the KVD Beauty Full Sleeve Mascara. I feel like the look turned out so sultry, so pretty. So let's go ahead and add a little something to the cheeks real quick. Just gonna go in with a little bit of Prairie Air from ColourPop. I'm always down for a soft pink blush. And honestly, I kind of don't want to add a highlighter today. Like, I just love the way it looks as is right now. For lips, I'm gonna go into the Natasha Denona Amorosa lipstick. And I'm kind of just patting it on versus going like full swipe. Can y'all believe someone got mad at me for saying that this lipstick was a nude in a comment? I was like, Natasha Denona herself put this into her I Need a Nude lip line. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look, and I have to say I am honestly super impressed. I already fell in love with this color story. Like, I can't say enough. It's just super, super pretty and gives like all of the like spooky fall vibes. I'm into it. I feel like the mattes did what they needed to do. They were soft, they were blendable, and I'm definitely curious to play with them more. The shimmers, well, I guess I don't even know. I shouldn't even call them shimmers. I should just call them multi-chromes, because honestly, all of them are super incredibly shifty and just like they look so beautiful on the lid. Cannot get enough. So I'm really, really happy with how they performed. I think they look stunning. And I mean, the Recently Deceased palette, obviously I only reached into for 2 shades, but I am curious to play with it more. And you guys can let me know if you want to see me do like another video on this, like just focusing on it by itself. But this is also super, super pretty. So, I mean, first impression, I am very impressed, and I definitely plan to keep my eyes on what Bella Beaute Bar is doing next, because both of these are beautiful. But like I said, Basic Witch has my heart. I think it is stunning. So let me know what you think. Have you tried Bella Beaute Bar? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what other type of content you'd like to see with these, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.